Everybody, today I'm going to show you how to create a dedicated server for Network Selection 2. First off, go into unknownworld.com. Then you click on Network Selection 2, Community, Network Selection 2 Discussions, Server Discussions. Inside this discussion, you will find all the information that you need to create a dedicated server for Network Selection 2. Let's start off by clicking on Setting up NS2 servers, Steam CMD. Inside here you will see a link to download Steam CMD zip file. Let's start by clicking on this link. Download it complete. Control C. And I'm going to Control V to this computer. This is a remote desktop for my gaming computer. Please note I'm using Swedish as operating system for Windows 7, so I'm going to translate throughout this tutorial. Right click, extract all, choose desktop, click OK, extract. There we go. Steam CMD exe file. If you click on this, it will download all the file in this area. But I want to organize everything when hosting servers. So I'm going to choose a folder over here. I'm going to call it NS2 Rocks. I'm going to double click on it, and I want to have it in a separate one. I'm going to call this one here Steam CMD. Double click on it, and I'm going to drag over the Steam CMD file. I'm going to double click on the exe file, and as you can see, it's downloading a patch. Downloading has been completed. As you can see, and there we go. Loading Steam, okay. Once you come here, you need to log in with your main Steam account and password. You do not have to create separate Steam accounts to do this part. So let's look back in this forum thread here. Sir Lancer wants you to write the following command: login, username, and password. So let's do this. Login, username, and password. Enter. Logging into user Sveas15 to Steam Public. Success. Please note this will not happen if you have not installed CMD before. I have already installed this program. But for all the new peoples out there, it will require verification code. The validation code only requires once. So let's go back to the forum thread. Set underline Steam underline guard underline code. This is what you have to write in the Steam CMD exe file. Set underline Steam underline guard underline code. The following code will be received throughout your email address, which is linked to your Steam account. So the code is based on 5 numbers or letters. For example, like this. Then you click on enter. Once that is done, you rewrite login, account name, and password. Press enter and you will receive the following sentence below. Once that is done, you go back to the forum thread, and now you want to link the directory where you want to download all the Network Selection 2 dedicated servers files. Here is the command for that. Let's try this. Force underline install underline directory. So in my case, I want to have it here. Right click, new, a new folder. I want to call this server 1. So let's go back from the beginning. Computer, remote, C, NS2 Rocks, server 1. Here I want to have all the files. The following path, in my case, is this: NS2 rocks server 1. Once this is done, I click on enter, and now I have to go back to the forum thread and look at this specific sentence, which is update 4940 validate. This is the command you need to write in so the program knows which file it needs to download. Let's try this. Update 4940 validate. The word validate means the following: if this is your first time installing, or if you're trying to verify the integrity of the server files, you write in validate. If this is simply an update to an existing detective server, you do not write in validate. So in my case, you write in validate. Once this is done, you click on enter, and as you can see, it is right now downloading the files to this folder. Now the download has been completed. What we need to do right now is to create a server XML file. Server XML file is the file which required for the dedicated server to load, so it knows the name and which port it's going to use and how many slots it's going to be. So once again, you right click, new, and then you choose text document, name it server, and to change the type of the file, you need to rename the txt to XML. And click on it and save. If you do not find this option at the ending of this the file here, you need to go to Arrange, Map and Search Alternative, Show, Hidden Files and Maps, Show Hidden File and Maps, and then click OK. Once this is done, you right click and you open with Notepad. As you can see, it's empty, so we're going to pick my old server XML file for my other service, and we're going to open up this very quick, copy paste and put it in here. As you can see right now, I'm using port 27015. I'm going to choose in the tutorial 30 at the ending, and I'm going to change the name to test, and it's a summit. Let's keep it that way and limit 16 players. Save. Once this is done, you need to create a shortcut in the server exe file. You right click on server exe, create shortcut, right click on the shortcut, click on settings, and in shortcut, in the specific goal, as you can see, it's for the server exe, which is this one here. So what we're going to do is going to write a specific command for loading up a file. So the following command is line file, then give the specific path for the server XML file. NS2 rocks server 1 server XML file. So let's do this again. Line file C colon NS2 rocks server 1 server XML file. This is the specific path for this file here. So what it is going to do is when you double click on the shortcut, it will open up this program with this settings. So let's try now to start up our first dedicated server for network selection 2. There we go. If you're behind a router, you need to open up two ports. In this case, we chosen port 27030. So you can open up this port and also the query port for network selection 2, which is 27031. And also, the easy way to find the local IP address for the computer you're going to host the service from is by going to search, click on CMD, write IP config. And at IPv4 address, you see your local IP address for your gaming server. There you go. Now you know all the basics.